How many of you know Ibrahim bin Adham bin Mansur bin Yazid bin Jabir? How many of you? Ibrahim bin Adham, how many of you? La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. I think my expectation was a little bit higher than what it should. You guys don't know about Ibrahim bin Adham? Ibrahim bin Adham was from the royal family of Al-Khurasan. I wanted to get into the subject, but since you don't know Ibrahim bin Adham, he was from the royal family of Khurasan. Now, as a young royalty, he used to spend a lot of time wasting time. So, and he used to go out for hunting. So one day he went for hunting and he saw a rabbit. And he went to run after the rabbit so he can hunt it. And he heard a voice saying, "Ma li hada khuliqt, wa la bihada umirt." He said to the voice, he's by himself. The voice said to him, "You were not created for that, nor were you ordered to do this." So he said, maybe I'm just hearing something, maybe it's in my head. So he continued pursuing the rabbit. But the voice became more aggressive, more louder and clearer. "Ma bihada umirt, wa ma li hada khuliqt, wa ma bihada umirt." Now he realized what is the purpose of his life. So he gave up his outfit. He took an outfit of a shepherd, and he never looked back to the royal family, and he became alim from ulama az-zuhd. Now, while he was a scholar, a great scholar, a young man came. Look what the young man said. I'm sure you know. He said to him, "Ya Sheikh, my nafs is keep pushing me towards a ma'asiyah. Every time I try to restrain myself, to put reins on myself, every time my nafs keep aggressively winning over my nafs, myself, my willpower." So Ibrahim bin Adham, rahimahullah, he said to him, "Do whatever you want to do. Commit sins. You want to talk to girls, you want to look at them, you want to talk to boys, you want to see haram, you want to listen to music, you want to put makeup, you want to put something tight, you want to put your picture in social media, do it." I'm paraphrasing what he said. Just you want to commit sin? Do it. But take 5 things from me. Just 5 things. If you can, fulfill these conditions, then you're good to go. Drink, party, dance, listen with haram, halal. Just 5 things. Listen to the 5 things. قال هات. He said, bring it. I want it. قال إن أردت أن تعصي الله سبحانه وتعالى قال فاختبي في مكان لا يراك الله فيه. He said, if you want to commit a sin, then do it where Allah cannot see you. Do it, hide it. Hide your sin from Allah. You want to talk to Tiain slogan, that one, right? Then make sure Allah doesn't see, doesn't hear. Make sure of doing that. So the man said, Subhanallah, كيف أختفي عنه وهو الذي لا يخفى عليه شيء. How can I hide from him when there's nothing can hide from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? He said, how can I hide from Allah? So Ibrahim bin Adham said, قال سبحان الله أما تستحي أن تعصي الله سبحانه وتعالى وهو يراك. He said, don't you feel ashamed to disobey Allah while He's still looking at you? Isn't it shameful? See, all of us, including your speaker, all of us, we want no one to see our ma'asiyah. Am I right? Am I right? Oh, now malaika kiram al-barara, mashallah. Is that true? Nobody wants to see your sayyat. You don't want anybody to see your sayyat. You don't want any. But we are so bold to commit that sin in front of Allah. And we, subhanallah, you don't want to show to your sister. You don't want to show to your mother. You don't want to show to your friend. You don't want to show to anybody. But you're so bold with Allah that you say, it's just Allah. It's not a big deal. He can look. He can hear. He can see. So what? See, we may not profess saying this. We may not actually say, but in reality, our actions translate into that, whether we like it or not. You know, when one of the shu'ara, what did he say? قال ما أحلم الله عني حيث أمهلني وقد تماديت في ذنبي وينظر أنا الذي أغلق الأبواب مشتاقا على المعاصي وعين الله تنظر. So, يعني, we commit ma'asi and we pay no attention to Allah. So the young man said, subhanallah. The man said, Ibrahim bin Adham, okay, so you can't do that. Second, إذا أردت أن تعصي الله سبحانه وتعالى فلا تعصيه فوق أرضه. He said, if you want to commit sin and you want to disobey Allah, well, don't do it on His earth. This belongs to Him. Don't do it here. Do it where Allah does not own. Do it the land that does not belong to Allah. The young man said, Subhanallah, وَأَيْنَ أَذْهَبْ وَكُلُّ مَا فِي الْكَوْنِ لَهُ. He said, where can I go? Where everything on this planet belongs to Him. Ibrahim bin Adham said, قال أما تستحي أن تعصي الله وأنت تسكن فوق أرضه. He said, don't you feel ashamed that you're disobeying Allah on His earth, on His property? قال زدني. The young man, he stayed quiet, and then after he said, give me more. He said, إذا أردت أن تعصي الله فلا تأكل من رزقه. He said, if you want to disobey Allah, do not consume from His blessings. The young man said, قال سبحان الله وكيف أعيش وكل النعم من عندي. He said, how can I survive? And every blessing is from Allah. The water that you're drinking, the juice that you're drinking, your Fanta, your coffee, what you had this morning is from Allah. So Ibrahim bin Adham, he said, أما تستحي أن تعصي الله وهو يطعمك ويسقيك ويحفظ لك عليك قوتك. He said, don't you feel shy that He feeds you? He provides drinks for you. He protects you. He gives you ability. Yet, with what He gave you, you're using to disobey Him. Let me ask you a question. If you do me a favor, if you do me a favor, a great favor, and of course the blessings of Allah and the favor of Allah cannot be compared. If you do me a favor, and I came back with ungratefulness, is that a good thing? Ya ibad Allah, is that a good thing? Is that a good thing? You're not snoring, right? Okay, so Allah is giving you these eyes that you're using for ma'asiyah, these ears that you're using for ma'asiyah, these legs that you are using them to get to your ma'asiyah, these hands that you're using for ma'asiyah. Allah gave you all that. And the purpose of what He gave you, all these limbs, so you can obey Him. But you decided, these functions are not good enough. I want to use it to entertain the work of Iblis, the work of Shaitan. So the Sheikh said, how could you do that? Then he said, إذا عصيت الله ثم جاءتك الملائكة لتسوقك إلى النار. He said, if you disobey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and the angels are taking you to Jahannam on the day of Yawm al-Qiyamah, don't go with them. Just say, hey, my ticket is to Jannah. I'm going the other direction. I'm not willing to go with you. The man said, Subhanallah, إنما يسوقوني سوقا. They will just walk me. I have no option. Then the man said, I will conclude with this. قال فإذا قرأت ذنوبك في صحيفتك فانكر أن تكون فعلت. I say on the day of Yawm al-Qiyamah, when the book is given to you, deny it. So this, it's not mine. This book is not mine. This is not my action. Deny it. Then the man concluded, قال سبحان الله فأين الكرام الكاتبين وأين الحافظون والشهود الناطقون. He said, what about these angels? What about the witnesses? What about my limbs who are going to witness against me? In conclusion, my dear brothers and sisters in Islam, if you want to work on your iman, you have to stop the bleeding. You have to stop. If there's an opening in this roof, in the ceiling, and it's raining heavily, and the water is coming inside, what is the best solution? For you to keep taking the water up and down and come back with the buckets? Or for you to seal that? For you to seal it, right? So when you seal that, then you can clean and you can clear things out of here. But as long as that is coming, you will never be able to advance to the next level. So what you need to do right now, try to close all the windows, all the facets of ma'asiyah. If you used to listen to music, cut it. If you used to waste your time by watching things, cut it. If you used to, used to talk to backbite, cut it. When you seal that leakage, then you can advance. Otherwise, you will never be able to. I can come here and tell you what Mus'ab bin Umair did. I can come here and tell you what Bilal did, what Ammar did, what Aisha did, what Hafsa did, how they struggled, what they did. And that will not change a thing. Will not change a thing. Why? Because you and I are still in the filth.